In this video, I will explain you equilibrium of a particle. When we say equilibrium of a particle, it actually means equilibrium of forces. So what does it mean and how can you get a graphical understanding of equilibrium of a particle? That I am going to explain you. Also, we will do a workout example to understand equilibrium of forces or equilibrium of a particle. So let's get going. Let's first understand what is equilibrium of a particle. Equilibrium of a particle means when the net forces due to all the forces applying on a particle is zero, we call it equilibrium of a particle. So here essentially all the forces, there are multiple forces, but the net force is zero. So essentially all the forces are cancelling each other. So one can say equilibrium of a particle is same as equilibrium of forces. So let's understand it, that how can we get into this kind of situation. So let's see it by example. Let's say there is a force A, there is force B, that will result into a force C. Why? Because force is a vector quantity. So if there is a force A and there is force B, it is as good as force C. So how can you have a situation when you have three forces A and B, and the third force when it comes, it actually cancels out the whole impact? It can only happen when the another force D is just equivalent to minus C, because in that case whatever A and B is putting in this direction, it will get cancelled because of this force. So the only way, when you have two force A and B, the net impact can be zero when there is another force D which is just equivalent to minus C, because then whatever A plus B has given you, the C cancels it. If you think of when D is equal to minus C, the net force is zero because A and B is giving you equivalent to C and D is just cancelling this. So effectively the net force becomes zero, and this is a equilibrium of a particle. Now if you think of this situation, where A, B and D can be actually represented by A sides of a triangle. So if you think of A, B like that, and D is just this side of the triangle, where arrows directed in the same sense. So essentially if it is going here, it is going here, and it is going in this direction. So in that case, when A, B and D can be represented by sides of a triangle where arrows directed in the same sense, the net impact is zero. If you extend it further, you can say that equilibrium of forces can be represented by sides of a polygon where arrows directed in the same sense. This is graphical understanding of equilibrium of a particle. So if you have, let's say A, B, C, you have another force D, another force E, then the one force F. Now if all of them are sides of a polygon and arrows directed in the same sense, right? In the same sense, in that case the particle has equilibrium of forces, so the particle is at equilibrium because the net force is zero. Now let's do a workout that will give us a good understanding of how the equilibrium of forces comes and what is the net impact. It will also clarify some of the concepts of Newton's second law and other stuff. I'm going to put this video as part of this playlist, physics by example, this physics by example for class 11. Here I have already put Newton's third law and other stuff. So if you have any doubt on Newton's third law or vectors, you can refer here. But this is how the video is going to come here. It will be the 13th video on this playlist. So here is the workout. In this workout there are three scenarios given. 10 kg weight is hanging. Here is the black rope. Here is the blue rope, and here is the green rope. In this situation it is directly from the black rope. Here in this situation there is a knot. the blue rope is here, the black rope is at 30-degree angle, and the green rope is horizontal. In this case, the black rope is at 60-degree angle from the vertical, this is horizontal, and this is 10 kg weight. Now we have to compare tension in black rope in all these three scenarios, and also compare the tension in green rope in last two scenario. Here you have green rope. First of all, apply common sense. So if there is this is hanging like this, if you have to pull it, right, little bit, you will require little force. But if you have to bring little more angle, you naturally know that you will have to apply little more force. And if you have to really, if the wire, it was hanging, say in place of here, it was hanging here, and you try to bring too close to this wall, like essentially in lieu of pulling it till here, if you try to pull it till here, you will obviously require more effort. So you commonsensically here there is no green, but in this situation the green will be little less than the power that will require here if the weight is same. Commonsensically we know that. Now let's see that math also proves the same thing or not. So first of all, let's take the first scenario. Now if you think of, in this situation there is weight. Any weight gets a gravitational pull which is given by mg, m into g. Here 10 into 9.8 g is 9.8. 98 Newton is the force that is getting applied because of gravitational pull. So Earth is pulling this object by applying 98 Newton force downwards. But if you know clearly that from black rope it is hanging, so it is static. It means the gravitational pull which is of 98 Newton is getting nullified by the tension of this cable, which obviously must be pulling this rope upward, right, by 98 Newton. Only in that case the total force here, like because of gravitational pull, is 98 downwards, and the tension in the cable is pulling it upward by 98 Newton, and then this is static. Now think of this way, if if this wire is pulling this particular object by 98 Newton, it means this cable, this weight is pulling, because if you think of this, the action, or let's say this, what is the action of this particular blue object? This weight, it will be pulling this whole stuff down from here at 98 Newton, and in that case this is pulling, reaction of that particular rope is here, it is pulling 98 Newton upward. So this object is pulling 98 Newton downward, and this rope is pulling 90, that is action, and the reaction of this is equivalent amount on this weight but in the reverse direction. So if you think of, in one sense, this 98 Newton gets transferred from here to here if the weight of the rope is negligible. Once again, this gravitation is pulling this object by 98 Newton. Obviously because it's hanging here, so this object will be pulling this by 98 Newton. Then this object is getting tension, this cable is getting tension, and then this must be applying a force on this object of 98 Newton. And that's why the total weight on this object, 98 Newton, because of gravitational pull, is getting nullified. Now let's go to the next scenario. In the next scenario, again, here the tension on this blue part has to be 98 Newton, because only then it will cancel. But this black, right, this everything is tied with a knot. Now think of, if the tension in this black cable is B1, in that case there are two components, this, think of this way, this 10 kg object, this is having weight of, it has been putting a tension, gravitational pull is pulling this 10 kg weight by 98, which is obviously this cable is pulling that much, and because this weight is pulling this one, then this will pull this particular rope downward here. So in a way, this 10 kg Newton is getting transferred to this knot, and it is pulling this knot downwards by 98 Newton. But this knot is static, which means the tension in this cable, if it is B1, then B1 cos theta, if this angle is theta, the B1 cos theta has to be equivalent to this T. The whatever downward pull it is getting, that has to get cancelled. Only in that case it will remain static, right? And similarly, you can say that B1 into sine theta component will be equivalent to the tension in this green rope. Only in that case this knot is static. So the tension, if in this case the B1 cos theta has to be equivalent to 98, and that gives you B1 equal to cos theta is square root 3 by 2. So that gives you B1 equal to 113.16, and that gives you B1 sin theta, B1 sin 30 degree equal to B1 into sin 30 is half. It gives you 56.58 Newton. That is the tension on this particular green cable. Now, as we expected, when this angle is more, the tension should be more here. We commonsensically know that if you have to pull object more close to this, you will have to apply more force here. Now we are seeing that mathematically, and let's go to the third scenario. So in that third scenario, again the tension here has to be equal to whatever pull it is giving, 98 Newton. So in this case, if the tension in this particular black cable is B2, then B2 cos theta has to be equal to 98, and B2 sin theta will be the force in this direction. So what is B2 cos 60? Here angle is 60 degrees, so B2 into cos 60 equal to 98, cos 60 is half, so that gives you B2 equal to 196 Newton. If you think of, there it was 113 when it was 30 degree, and here it is 196. So more the angle, more the tension in the black cable. And as I was expecting, this also has to be more, and that's what you're seeing. If you see there, it was 56.58. Now in this scenario, because B2 is actually 196, B2 into sine 60 degree, where sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2, that will give you the tension on this particular cable, because that's how it is pulling this direction. This cable will be pulling this black rope will be pulling not in this direction, so the reverse has to come from this side, and that's why this is static. So B2 sin theta, or B2 into sine 60, which is 196 into square root 3 by 2, equal to 169. If you think of, there it was 58, it is 169, so it's almost triple. That is the kind of tension that this green rope will be facing when there is more angle here. If in fact all the three wires are of the same quality, then in fact black one should break first, because if you think of, the black one has the maximum tension. It has 196, the green one has 169, and the blue one has 98. So if all the three rope are of the same quality, then obviously here there is maximum tension. I hope it made sense and you are able to understand me. If not, please feel free to write your comments. I will try to answer. Please subscribe to this channel and hit like button if you have liked it. Also spread the word, let other people know that this kind of video exists, so that they could also get advantage of that. And also leave your honest comment, which will create foundation for many such videos. Thank you so much for watching.